I'm David Gunkel. I study the science and ethics of artificial intelligence and robots. And I have some good news and I have some bad news. First, the good news. That robot uprising you've heard so much about in science fiction, it isn't going to happen. The bad news? That's because it's already here. We are currently living through a robot invasion. The machines have infiltrated every aspect of our lives. We let them decide what movie we watch, what restaurant we visit, how we get there, and even who we do this with. What makes these systems and devices so powerful is something called machine learning. Machine learning AI works by showing a computer a bunch of information. The application looks for statistical patterns in that dataset, discovering surprising connections between things we ourselves are often unable to see. It can then use this to configure its operations in order to respond to new conditions and even make predictions. As these increasingly capable machines take up influential positions in our world, we are going to need to ask ourselves interesting but some rather difficult questions. At what point might a robot, algorithm, or AI be held accountable for the decisions it makes or the actions that it initiates? When, if ever, would it make sense to say that it's the computer's fault? Now, initially, this might sound absurd. It's kind of like blaming the toaster for burning the toast. And that's because a technological object typically means nothing and does nothing by itself. It is the way it is designed and used that ultimately matters. This way of thinking has served us well. It has helped us make sense of all kinds of technological innovation, from simple hand tools to atomic bombs, rocket ships, and the internet. But all of that may be over. With machine learning, AI can now do things that appear to be outside the control of its human developers. So, where does this leave us? The robot invasion is here. Since there's no escaping it, what really matters is how we respond to this new reality. What is important here and now is what we decide to do in the face of these increasingly social and interactive mechanisms. My research aims to develop a moral and legal framework that can scale to the unique opportunities and challenges of machine learning AI. I am one of the leading researchers in this field, and my colleagues and I are on the verge of some important innovations that can, I believe, help us fabricate a future with machines that is responsive to and responsible for human flourishing. I am here to ask you to help us make this a reality.